The Native Friendship Center of Montreal is a grassroots organization that has been in existence for over 35 years. This community pillar has been providing crucial resources such as housing, employment, food banks, free meals, AA meetings, and many more workshops and projects that pertain to Native and non-Native clientele. The Friendship Center is a perfect name for it because everyone is welcome, and many friendships and ties of kin were developed over the years. Unfortunately, RCAAQ, or RCAAQ, wants to close down the center and reopen a new center to how they see fit, not realizing the urgent need for the center right now. They have already closed down the youth center in an attempt to control the situation, but ultimately dividing the community. The Intertribal Youth Center that has been running out of the basement has been reopened and has been running off its own limited funds. The following is a video of what is going on and a small taste of the mobilization of the community for the Day of Action.
Basically, the provincial body within the Native Friendship Center said that we broke a contract with them. This contract was a bilateral agreement which we had with the provincial body, which ended in 2010. We've never received any formal document saying that this was extended. Apparently it was extended, but every time we've asked for a formal document, they've never provided it. So eventually our membership at the provincial level was suspended, and they recommended to the National Association of Friendship Centers that for 2012, 13, and all years forward, be cancelled. We then applied for a resolution dispute at the national level, and they said our claim was warranted, and they asked us to send a representative to represent us. So we sent our treasurer, Alfred Bloom. Well, after we sent his name, we received a letter from the National Association of Friendship Centers saying that Regroupement des Centres d'Amitié Autochtones de Québec have refused to participate in the dispute resolution process. And according to the National Association, if one of the participants doesn't participate, the process is over. So we were pretty much told, sorry, too bad. One team didn't want to participate, so it's over. You don't get anything. And that's when we decided to send the issues up to the federal government, and that's where we are now.
My name is Louisa Salmash. I'm the Director of Decree Human Resource Development of Decree Regional Authority. I just wanted to share what this center means to me. I came here 33 years ago. I was leaving a violent relationship. I had 3 children. And I'm very fortunate to say they're all still here. They're all sitting here. When I first came here, the center did a lot for me. Like in a big city, where do you go? And to have a center like this, that's where you need to go to connect with your people, to be with your other, to know, continue to learn about your culture and so forth. And I just want to share that I just can't imagine that this center would close. I can't. I mean, we need this place. We need it.
On my honor, I can tell you, I played devil's advocate when I called Regroupement, and I sent off emails and I sent off letters. From the last meeting till today. The response I got back was the same letters you sent out or same letters they had. Nothing's been changed. So we're all working with the same documentation. All the documentation that these people provided you at the last journal meeting 2 weeks ago and tonight and in between are the same letters that they have in Quebec City. Interpretation is different. Politics are different. What the Regroupement is saying, and this side, I threw out a hypothetical question to José Goulet. I said, hypothetically, if the board were to back down and to comply with every wish that you had, what would they have to do in order to get the funding back? And the response back was it's past that point. Regroupement honestly told me it is past the point. They will not work with this management. They will not work with these staff. They will not work with Brett. You can look in my eyes and hear my word. They have honestly said it is past the point they will not work with these people. But they are looking for any other organization or a group of people in Montreal that will secede from this place, this building, this community, and create a new friendship center someplace, somewhere in Montreal. That's what they're looking for.
Our steering committee is interested in doing a day of broadcast. So we were actually in the midst of planning the Aboriginal Celebrations Day. It would be the 4th annual broadcast and the 3rd annual Celebrations Day, which is actually a full day of cultural celebrations, ironically, that we had to cancel because of the news, which was really disappointing. So it'd be cool to put all of that energy that is usually put into that, which is a day-long broadcast, exposition of the stone carvings done by the youth. There was going to be a powwow element that Al was organizing. So maybe putting that energy towards doing a day broadcast. And that could also extend to sort of a day of action, maybe with a march somewhere. I'm not sure where in Montreal is the best place to march to. And CUTV was actually going to simulcast it and do it with us this year, so it was going to be bigger. So that would be maybe an interesting way to change that project in support of the center. And it would be a really great opportunity to, all the voices that are being heard here tonight to be heard on the microphone, broadcast all through Montreal about why it's important and documenting that. And also maybe even getting people across the country, people who were involved in setting up the center 37 years ago, people who are at other Native Friendship Centers and know the work of the Montreal Native Friendship Center and the extreme importance of having this space that has been a continuous space for 37 years and not a new space.
I think one of the ways perhaps is having the doors open and having people there handing pamphlets and telling them to come into the center, bring people in who walk by St. Laurent.
Year 1990, making a stand, taking the land back, maggots with a stand back. Year 1990, 90, you'll find me at the front lines behind some pine trees. Year 1990, making a stand, taking the land back.